Hey there, fellow coin enthusiasts. Are you ready to dive into the exciting world of numismatics and potentially make yourself a millionaire with a 1968 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark? Well, buckle up because we're about to embark on a wild ride filled with intrigue, mystery, and maybe even a little bit of sarcasm. First off, let's talk about the infamous 1968 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark. This little sucker has been the talk of the town among coin collectors for years, with rumors swirling around that it could be worth a pretty penny, that finding one of these babies in your pocket change could make you richer than Scrooge McDuck himself. But is there any truth to these claims, or are we just chasing after fool's gold? Now, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's take a step back and examine the facts. The 1968 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark was minted at the San Francisco Mint, hence the elusive S on the coin. This makes it a bit rarer than your average penny, as most pennies from that year were minted at the Philadelphia Mint. So, in theory, this coin should be worth more than its face value, right? Well, not so fast. While the 1968 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark is indeed a bit harder to come by, that doesn't necessarily mean it's worth millions. In fact, most of these coins are only worth a few bucks at most, depending on their condition. So, if you were thinking of retiring early with your newfound fortune, you might want to think again. But hey, don't let that discourage you. The thrill of the hunt is what makes coin collecting so exhilarating, after all. So, if you happen to stumble upon a 1968 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark in your change jar, don't toss it aside just yet. It could still be worth adding to your collection, even if it doesn't make you an overnight millionaire. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The million-dollar question: can a 1968 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark really make you a millionaire? Well, technically, anything is possible in the world of coin collecting. But the chances of finding that one elusive coin that will make you filthy rich are pretty slim. It's like winning the lottery, only with a slightly higher probability. But hey, who's to say you can't dream big? If the thought of striking it rich with a tiny piece of copper brings you joy, then by all means go for it. Just don't quit your day job, quite yet.in. Conclusion: the 1968 Lincoln penny with an S mint mark may not be the golden ticket to instant wealth, but it sure is a fun little treasure to add to your collection. So, keep your eyes peeled, fellow coin hunters, and who knows, maybe one day you'll come across that rare gem that will make you the envy of all your numismatic friends. Until then, happy hunting, and may the coins be ever in your favor. Cheers! 1969 D mint mark. Now, I know what you're thinking. Can a simple coin really make you a millionaire? Let's find out. Picture this. You're rummaging through your grandfather's old coin collection and stumble upon a 1969 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark. Could this be the lucky break you've been waiting for? Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to uncover the truth behind this seemingly ordinary coin. First off, let's talk some history. The 1969 D mint mark penny was minted at the Denver Mint in 1969 during a time when coin collecting was gaining popularity. These coins were meant for everyday circulation, so the chances of finding one in your pocket change were pretty high back in the day. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Can a 1969 D mint mark penny really make you a millionaire? The short answer is probably not. While these coins can definitely have some value to collectors, it's highly unlikely that you'll strike it rich by finding one in your piggy bank. So, how much is a 1969 D mint mark penny actually worth? Well, that depends on a few factors like the coin's condition, rarity, and current market demand. In general, a circulated 1969 D penny might fetch you a couple of dollars. But don't go quitting your day job just yet. If you're serious about making some serious cash from coin collecting, you'll need to delve deeper into the world of numismatics. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare coins like the 1969 D mint mark penny, so there's definitely a market for them. Just don't expect to retire early off of one coin alone. One of the key factors that determines a coin's value is its scarcity. In the case of the 1969 D mint mark penny, there were millions of these coins minted, so they're not exactly rare. That being said, a well-preserved example could still fetch a pretty penny from the right buyer. I reached out to renowned coin expert, Dr. Penny Pincher, to get his take on the 1969 D mint mark penny craze. According to Dr. Pincher, while these coins can hold sentimental value for some collectors, they're not likely to make you a millionaire. His advice? Keep collecting for the love of the hobby, not for the hopes of striking it rich.so. Where does that leave us with our 1969 D Mint Mark penny? While it may not be the ticket to a luxurious lifestyle, it can still be a fun and rewarding addition to your coin collection. Who knows? Maybe one day it'll be worth more than just a few bucks. In conclusion, the 1969 D Mint Mark penny may not be a guaranteed ticket to wealth, but it can still hold some value to coin collectors. So, next time you come across one of these coins in your change, don't dismiss it as just pocket change. It could be the start of your very own coin collecting adventure. 1970 Lincoln penny with a D Mint Mark. Rumor has it that finding one of these bad boys in your pocket change could make you a millionaire overnight. But is this just a pipe dream, or is there some truth to it? Let's dig in and find out. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. The fact that the 1970 Lincoln penny with a D Mint Mark is actually quite a common coin. In fact, millions of these coins were minted that year, making them far from rare. So, if you were planning on retiring early by finding one of these pennies in your piggy bank, you might want to think again. But wait, there's more! Despite their commonality, some coin enthusiasts believe that a small number of 1970 Lincoln pennies with the D Mint Mark were struck with a unique die variety that could potentially be worth a significant amount of money. These so-called double die coins feature a doubled image on the surface, creating a distinct and valuable error. Now, before you start ransacking your coin collection in search of this elusive coin, it's important to note that the chances of finding a double-die 1970 Lincoln penny with a D Mint Mark are slim to none. These coins are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors, driving up their value considerably. So, while it's not entirely impossible to strike it rich with one of these coins, the odds are definitely not in your favor. But hey, who needs statistical probability when you have blind faith and a little bit of luck on your side? Am I right? I mean, stranger things have happened in the world of numismatics. Just look at the case of the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double-die penny. Both coins that defied the odds and made their lucky finders instant millionaires.so. If you're feeling lucky and have a burning desire to search for that elusive 1970 Lincoln penny with a D Mint Mark, by all means, go for it. Just remember to keep your expectations in check and not bet the farm on striking it rich with this particular coin. After all, the real treasure lies in the thrill of the hunt and the joy of discovering hidden gems in the world of coin collecting. In conclusion, while the 1970 Lincoln penny with a D Mint Mark may not necessarily make you a millionaire, it certainly holds its own as a fascinating piece of numismatic history. So, keep your eyes peeled, your fingers crossed, and who knows, you just might stumble upon a rare gem that could change your fortunes forever. 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Could this seemingly ordinary coin actually make you a millionaire? Let's find out. First, let's take a closer look at the 1971 Lincoln penny. This coin is a common find in many coin collections, with millions produced by the United States Mint. However, the key to the potential value of this penny lies in its missing mint mark. While most Lincoln pennies bear the mint mark of either Philadelphia, P, Denver, or San Francisco, the absence of a mint mark on the 1971 penny is what makes it a rare and sought-after find. So why does the missing mint mark on a 1971 Lincoln penny make it so valuable? Well, it all comes down to rarity and demand. With fewer coins in circulation that lack a mint mark, collectors are willing to pay a premium for these unique pieces. The scarcity of the 1971 penny without a mint mark has made it a holy grail among coin enthusiasts, with some even dubbing it the millionaire maker coin. Now, before you start dreaming of swimming in piles of cash thanks to your 1971 penny, let's debunk a common misconception. While this coin may be rare and valuable, it's highly unlikely that it will make you an instant millionaire. The value of a 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and demand in the market. However, it's important to manage your expectations and not get carried away by exaggerated claims of wealth that if you're lucky enough to come across a 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, how can you determine if it's the real deal? One telltale sign is the absence of any mint mark letter above the date on the coin. Additionally, be sure to inspect the coin for any signs of tampering or counterfeiting, as these can significantly decrease its value. If you're unsure about the authenticity of your coin, It's always best to consult with a professional coin grader or appraiser. So, just how much is a 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark worth? Well, the value of this rare coin can range anywhere from a few $100s to several $1,000s, depending on its condition and demand in the market. While it may not make you an overnight millionaire, owning a piece of numismatic history like the 1971 penny can still be a rewarding and lucrative investment for any serious coin collector. Speaking of investments, let's talk about the long-term potential of owning a 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. As with any rare and valuable coin, the market value of the 1971 penny can appreciate over time, making it a smart choice for those looking to diversify their investment portfolio. While it may not be a get-rich-quick scheme, owning a piece of numismatic history can be a rewarding and profitable venture for those willing to play the long game. In conclusion, while the 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark may not make you an instant millionaire, it's still a valuable and sought-after coin in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, owning a rare piece like the 1971 penny can bring joy, excitement, and potentially even some extra cash down the line. So keep your eyes peeled for that elusive coin, and who knows, maybe one day you'll strike numismatic gold. 1972 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Rumor has it that this seemingly ordinary coin could potentially make you a millionaire. But is it just a tall tale, or is there some truth to it? Let's find out. First things first, let's talk a bit about the 1972 Lincoln penny. This infamous coin was minted as part of the regular production run that year. However, a small number of these coins were released without the customary mint mark to indicate which mint they were produced at. This rare error has piqued the interest of collectors and investors alike, sparking wild speculation about its potential value. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The rumor that owning a 1972 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could make you a millionaire. While it's true that this coin is considered rare and valuable among collectors, the likelihood of it turning you into an overnight millionaire is a bit far-fetched. Sure, it could fetch a pretty penny at auction, but let's not go counting our millions just yet. How much is a 1972 Lincoln penny with no mint mark actually worth? Well, it all depends on the coin's condition and rarity. A pristine, uncirculated specimen could potentially sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right buyer. However, if your coin is worn or damaged, its value will be significantly lower. It's important to have your coin authenticated and graded by a professional before making any big claims about its worth. The demand for rare and error coins like the 1972 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is constantly fluctuating. While there are dedicated collectors out there willing to pay a premium for these elusive coins, the market can be quite volatile. One day, your penny could be the talk of the town, and the next, it could be collecting dust in a forgotten coin drawer. It's all part of the thrill of the hunt in the world of coin collecting. Of course, with great rarity comes great responsibility and the potential for scams. Beware of unscrupulous sellers trying to pass off regular 1972 pennies as the elusive no mint mark variety. Always do your research and only buy from reputable dealers or auction houses to avoid getting swindled. Remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. In conclusion, while the 1972 Lincoln penny with no mint mark may not turn you into an instant millionaire, it's still a fascinating piece of numismatic history worth exploring. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a casual hobbyist, the thrill of the chase for rare coins is what makes this hobby so rewarding. So, go ahead and check your change jar. Who knows, you just might have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Could this humble coin be the key to unlocking your millionaire dreams? Well, let's dive in and find out. Picture it. You're rummaging through your loose change jar, minding your own business, when suddenly you spot a shiny 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Your heart skips a beat as you realize, could this be the jackpot you've been waiting for? Now, you may be wondering, why is a 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark so special? Well, my friends, this particular coin is shrouded in mystery and controversy. You see, in 1973, the U.S. Mint decided to strike Lincoln pennies without any mint mark, leading to speculation and intrigue among coin collectors. So, the million-dollar question remains, could this seemingly ordinary penny actually make you a millionaire? Well, the short answer is not likely. While there are some rare and valuable coins out there that can fetch a pretty penny, the 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is not one of them. Despite what some may claim on the dark corners of the internet, this particular coin is not the key to instant riches. Sure, it may have some value to collectors, especially if it's in pristine condition, but it's not going to make you a millionaire overnight. Sorry to burst your bubble, folks. In reality, the 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is worth, on average, about 10 to 25 cents in circulated condition. If you're lucky enough to find one in uncirculated condition, you may be able to fetch a few bucks for it, but don't go quitting your day job just yet. Now, don't get me wrong, coin collecting can be a lucrative and rewarding hobby. There are plenty of rare and valuable coins out there that can fetch a pretty penny, but the 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is not one of them. It's more of a novelty item than a ticket to wealth. So, fellow coin enthusiasts, keep searching through those coin jars and piggy banks. Who knows what hidden treasures you may uncover? Just remember, the real value of coin collecting lies in the joy of the hunt and the thrill of discovery, not in the promise of instant riches. And there you have it, folks, the truth behind the 1973 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. While it may not make you a millionaire, it's still a cool piece of numismatic history to add to your collection. So keep on collecting, keep on exploring, and who knows, maybe one day you'll strike gold, or at least silver. 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Could this little copper treasure be the key to unlocking your millionaire dreams? Let's find out. First things first, let's talk about this elusive coin itself. The 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is a rare gem indeed. Most coins from that year were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and feature a tiny P below the date. But every now and then, a rogue penny slips through the cracks without its mark of origin. Now, you might be thinking, so what? It's just a penny, right? Wrong. This little guy could be worth its weight in gold or copper, I guess. While most pennies are only worth, well, a penny, the 1974 Lincoln with no mint mark has been known to fetch a pretty penny on the collector's market. Collectors go crazy for these mintless marvels, scouring their pocket change and coin jars in the hopes of striking it rich. And it's not just the rarity that makes these pennies so valuable, it's the story behind them. How did this penny escape the mint without its mark? Was it a fluke, a mistake, or something more sinister? We may never know the true origins of these mint markless pennies, but one thing's for sure. They have a certain allure that can't be denied. Maybe it's the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of finding treasure in the most unlikely of places, or just the sheer audacity of a lowly penny thinking it could make you a millionaire. So, can the 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark really make you a millionaire? Well, the short answer is probably not. Let's be real here, folks. While these coins may be rare and valuable to collectors, they're not exactly going to put you on the fast track to Forbes' list of billionaires. But hey, that doesn't mean you shouldn't keep an eye out for one of these elusive pennies. You never know. You might just stumble upon a hidden gem in your spare change. And who knows, maybe it'll be your ticket to early retirement, or at least a fancy dinner out. So, what should you do if you think you found a 1974 Lincoln penny without a mint mark? First off, don't go quitting your day job just yet. Take your coin to a reputable coin dealer or appraiser to get it authenticated and appraised. They'll be able to tell you if you've struck gold or just copper. And remember, the value of these coins can fluctuate based on market demand, condition, and a multitude of other factors. So, if you do happen to have one of these rare pennies in your possession, consider yourself lucky, but maybe not quite a millionaire. Just YET.in conclusion. The 1974 Lincoln penny with no mint mark may not be your golden ticket to riches, but it's certainly a fun and fascinating piece of numismatic history. So, keep hunting, keep collecting, and who knows, maybe one day you'll stumble upon a coin that truly does make you a millionaire. 1978 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Could this unassuming little coin be the key to your future riches? Let's find out, shall we? Now, before we get started, let's just put things into perspective here. The chances of finding a 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark in your pocket change are about as likely as winning the lottery while being struck by lightning twice. But hey, who needs logic and reason when you have the lure of striking it rich with a single coin, right? Camera cuts to a dramatic reenactment of a person finding the rare penny in a jar of loose change. Complete with sound effects and slow-motion replays, imagine the thrill of stumbling upon this hidden gem in a sea of ordinary pocket change. The sheer excitement of realizing that you may be holding a literal gold mine in the palm of your hand. Was it fate, luck, or just some sneaky coin collector trying to prank the unsuspecting masses? We may never know. Now, let's take a closer look at this elusive 1978 Lincoln penny, shall we? With no mint mark to be found, this coin becomes an instant enigma among numismatists. Could it be a rare error coin, a misstrike from the U.S. Mint, or just a clever fake created to stir up controversy and confusion? The possibilities are as endless as the depths of human greed. The million-dollar question, quite literally in this case. Could the 1978 Lincoln penny without a mint mark truly make you a millionaire overnight? Well, let's just say that the odds are about as slim as finding a unicorn riding a rainbow while juggling golden eggs. But hey, stranger things have happened in the world of coin collecting, right? Who knows? Maybe you'll be the lucky one to defy all odds and strike it rich with a simple penny. So, my dear viewers, the million-dollar question remains. Will you be the next lucky soul to discover the hidden fortune within your loose change? Or will this 1978 Lincoln penny with no mint mark continue to be nothing more than a shiny trinket in the vast sea of collectibles? Only time will tell, my friends. But hey, what's life without a little mystery and excitement, right? Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and above all, happy hunting for that elusive coin that could potentially change your life forever. Who knows? Maybe your next lucky find will be the key to unlocking your own hidden treasure trove. Keep on collecting, my friends, and never stop dreaming of that one-in-a-million discovery. Farewell, penny aficionados. May the rare coins be ever in your favor. Cheers! 1978 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark, and whether or not this seemingly ordinary coin has the potential to change your life forever. So sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and let's dive into this mystery together. Section 1. The history of the 1978 Lincoln penny. The year is 1978, a time of disco, bell-bottoms, and of course, the release of the 1978 Lincoln penny. The United States Mint produced millions of these pennies that year, but what sets the 1978 penny apart from its counterparts is the mysterious D Mint mark that can be found on some of them. The D Mint mark indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, Colorado, adding an extra layer of intrigue to this already tantalizing tale. Section 2. The rarity of the 1978 D Mint mark penny. Now, you may be thinking, what's the big deal about a little old D Mint mark? Well, my friend, let me enlighten you. While millions of 1978 Lincoln pennies were minted without the D Mint mark, there are only a select few that bear this elusive mark. This rarity factor is what drives collectors wild, as finding one of these D Mint mark pennies in circulation is like striking gold, or should I say copper. Section 3. The millionaire myth. The question on everyone's mind. Can the 1978 D Mint mark penny really make you a millionaire? Well, let's put it this way. The likelihood of winning the lottery is probably higher than stumbling upon one of these prize coins in your pocket change. While some speculators claim that a near-perfect condition 1978 D Mint mark penny could fetch upwards of $10,000 at auction, the chances of actually cashing in on this windfall are slim to none. But hey, a little hope never hurt anyone, right? Section 4. The hunt for the Holy Grail. Now, if you're feeling lucky and want to try your hand at finding a 1978 D Mint mark penny, the hunt is on. Scour your piggy banks, check under your couch cushions, and take a trip to the nearest coin shop in search of this elusive treasure. Who knows, you just might be the lucky one to strike it rich with a little piece of copper that everyone else has overlooked. But let's be real, the odds are about as good as finding a unicorn in your backyard. Section 5. The thrill of the chase. The thrill of the chase is what keeps coin collectors coming back for more, and the hunt for the 1978 D Mint mark penny is no exception. The sense of anticipation as you sift through piles of pennies, The rush of adrenaline when you spot that tiny D mint mark, it's a feeling like no other. So even if you don't end up striking it rich with your find, at least you can bask in the satisfaction of outsmarting the coin gods, if only for a moment. Section 6. Conclusion. In conclusion, the 1978 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark may not be the guaranteed ticket to millionaire status that some would have you believe, but that doesn't mean it's not worth pursuing. The thrill of the chase, the excitement of the hunt, and the possibility of stumbling upon a rare treasure are what make coin collecting so addictive. So go ahead, keep your eyes peeled for that elusive 1978 D mint mark penny. Who knows, you just might be the next lucky millionaire. And if not, well, at least you'll have a pretty cool story to tell at your next dinner party. 1979 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Can this seemingly ordinary coin actually make you a millionaire? Let's find out. First, let's talk about the 1979 Lincoln penny. This coin was minted during a time when the U.S. Mint was pumping out millions of these bad boys every year. So, what makes this particular penny so special? Well, it's all about that missing mint mark. You see, most coins have a tiny little letter on them that indicates where they were minted, but not the 1979 penny. It's like the rebel of the coin world, marching to the beat of its own drum. Now, you might be thinking, so what? It's just a missing mint mark, big deal. But hold your horses, my friend, because this is where things get interesting. The 1979 penny with no mint mark is incredibly rare. We're talking about finding a diamond in a pile of gravel rare. There are only a handful of these coins known to exist, making them highly sought after by collectors all around the world. So, here's where the speculation comes in. Some people believe that if you're lucky enough to stumble upon one of these elusive 1979 pennies without a mint mark, you could potentially sell it for a small fortune. We're talking millions of dollars here, folks. But is this just a pipe dream, or could there be some truth to this wild claim? Let me burst your bubble real quick, because the chances of you striking it rich with a 1979 Lincoln penny are about as likely as finding a unicorn in your backyard. Sure, these coins are rare, but that doesn't automatically mean they're worth a ton of money. In reality, most collectors are willing to pay a few $100 at most for one of these coins. Definitely not enough to retire early and sail off into the sunset. But hey, don't let that discourage you. If you're a coin enthusiast, owning a 1979 penny with no mint mark can still be a cool addition to your collection. It's like having a piece of history in your hands, a reminder of a time when coins were minted with a little extra flair. Plus, who knows, maybe one day the value of these coins will skyrocket. You'll be sitting pretty with your little penny that could. So there you have it, folks. The truth about the 1979 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. While it may not make you a millionaire overnight, it's still a fascinating piece of numismatic history that's worth holding on to. 1979 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark. Will this unassuming penny make you a millionaire? Let's find out. Opening shot as we hold up the 1979 Lincoln penny with the coveted D mint mark. You can almost hear the angels singing and the cash register cha-chinging in the background. This seemingly ordinary copper coin might just be your ticket to financial freedom, or so they say. Let's take a trip down memory lane to 1979, a time of disco balls, bell-bottoms, and questionable fashion choices. The United States Mint in Denver was churning out these Lincoln pennies like hotcakes. But little did they know that one of these coins would go down in numismatic history as the holy grail of pocket change. Rumor has it that the D mint mark on the 1979 Lincoln penny was a mistake, a happy accident, if you will. Some say that a rogue mint employee snuck in the D mint mark as a subtle nod to their hometown of Denver. Others claim that it was a secret message to future generations, a beacon of hope for those lucky enough to stumble upon it. And so, the quest to find this elusive coin begins. Coin collectors scour flea markets, rummage through coin jars, and even resort to metal detectors in search of the 1979 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark. Will you be the lucky one to strike gold, or copper in this case? We reached out to leading numismatic experts to get their take on the 1979 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark. While some dismiss it as a mere novelty item, others believe that it has the potential to fetch a pretty penny at auction. One expert even went as far as to say that it could be worth, wait for it, a whole dollar. But before you quit your day job and start planning your early retirement, let's pump the brakes for a reality check. The chances of finding the 1979 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark are slim to none. In fact, you might have better luck winning the lottery or getting struck by lightning twice. In conclusion, the 1979 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark may not make you a millionaire, but it sure makes for a great conversation starter at your next coin club meeting. So keep an eye out for this elusive coin, and who knows, you might just stumble upon a hidden gem in your spare change. Until next time, happy hunting, and may the coins be ever in your favor. 1980 Lincoln penny? Well, buckle up because we're about to take a wild ride into the world of numismatics and see if this little copper coin can truly make all your financial dreams come true. Now, before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's break down the facts. The 1980 Lincoln penny is not exactly known for being the most valuable coin out there. In fact, most of them are worth, well, just a penny. But if you happen to stumble across one without a mint mark, well, that's where things start to get interesting. Rumor has it that the 1980 Lincoln penny without a mint mark could potentially be worth millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, millions! Now, before you quit your day job and start planning your early retirement, let's take a closer look at the facts and see if this claim holds up under scrutiny. First things first, let's talk about why mint marks are important in the world of coin collecting. Mint marks indicate where a coin was produced, and they can have a significant impact on its value. Coins without mint marks are considered error coins, and collectors go wild for these rare and unique pieces. In the case of the 1980 Lincoln penny, most were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not use mint marks on their coins at the time. However, there is a small possibility that some coins were mistakenly struck without a mint mark, making them incredibly valuable to collectors. So, what does all of this mean for you, the lucky owner of a 1980 Lincoln penny with no mint mark? Well, it means that you could be sitting on a gold mine quite literally. Some experts believe that these rare error coins could fetch upwards of millions of dollars at auction. Imagine what you could do with that kind of money. Retire early, travel the world, buy your dream home. The possibilities are endless. But before you start counting your millions, it's important to remember that not all 1980 Lincoln pennies without mint marks are worth a fortune. Unfortunately, the vast majority of these coins are still just worth face value. However, if you happen to come across one that is in pristine condition and authenticated by a professional grading service, well, then you might just be the next millionaire in town. So, where can you find one of these elusive error coins? Well, your best bet is to start searching through your loose change and piggy banks. You never know what hidden treasures might be lurking in your spare change collection. And who knows, you could be just one lucky coin away from a life-changing windfall. As you can see, the quest for the elusive 1980 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is no easy feat, but if you're up for the challenge and willing to put in the legwork, the potential rewards could be well worth the effort. So, grab your magnifying glass, dust off your coin collection, and start searching for that holy grail of the numismatic world. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be the one holding the key to untold riches in the palm of your hand. So, keep on searching, keep on collecting, and never underestimate the power of a simple penny. After all, stranger things have happened in the world of coin collecting. 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Rumor has it that this humble coin could potentially make you a millionaire. But is there any truth to this extraordinary claim? Or are we just chasing after fool's gold? Let's find out together, shall we? Now, let's get one thing straight right from the start. The 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is not some magical talisman that will automatically transform you into the next Rockefeller overnight. Yes, it's a rare find, but let's not get carried away with visions of luxury yachts and private jets just yet. The truth is, the 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark was mistakenly produced at the Philadelphia Mint in extremely limited quantities. This error occurred when the mint forgot to place the P mint mark on some of the pennies that year, leading to the creation of these elusive coins. Interestingly, the United States Mint had switched from using copper to zinc in the production of pennies in 1982 to save costs. This transition resulted in two distinct varieties of the 1982 Lincoln penny, the copper alloy version and the zinc alloy version. The copper alloy pennies were only minted at the Philadelphia Mint and are the ones we're interested in today. So, how much is the 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark worth, you ask? Well, that's where things get a bit murky. While some sources claim that these rare pennies can fetch upwards of $10,000 at auction, the reality is far less glamorous. In actuality, most coin collectors would be lucky to get a few $100 for one in good condition. Now, don't get me wrong, finding a 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is still a remarkable achievement that any coin enthusiast would be proud of. The thrill of uncovering such a rare gem in your pocket change is priceless, regardless of its monetary value. When it comes to determining the authenticity of a 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, there are a few key things to look out for. Firstly, check the date on the coin. If it reads 1982D or 1982S, then you've struck out. Only the ones with the simple 1982 date are the ones you want. Next, examine the overall condition of the coin. Is it worn down from years of circulation, or is it still in mint condition? The better the condition, the higher the potential value of the coin. Also, pay attention to any imperfections or errors on the coin's surface, as these can also affect its desirability among collectors. In the end, the 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is a fascinating piece of numismatic history that serves as a testament to the imperfections of the minting process. While it may not make you a millionaire overnight, it can certainly add a touch of excitement to your coin collection and spark conversations with fellow enthusiasts. So, the next time you come across a 1982 Lincoln penny without a mint mark in your change jar, take a moment to appreciate the rarity and beauty of this unique coin. Who knows? It may just be the start of your own numismatic adventure. 1982 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark, and whether or not it has the potential to make you a millionaire. Spoiler alert. You might want to hold off on quitting your day job just yet. Let's start by taking a trip down memory lane to 1982, when the United States Mint made a major change to the composition of the Lincoln penny. Due to rising copper prices, the Mint decided to switch from using 95% copper to a composition of 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper. This transition resulted in two different varieties of the 1982 penny, the copper version and the zinc version, each with their own distinct mint marks. Now, let's address the controversy surrounding the 1982 Lincoln penny with a D mint mark. Some conspiracy theorists and hopeful collectors have speculated that a small number of these pennies were mistakenly struck in copper instead of the intended zinc composition. This theory has led to wild claims that owning one of these rare coins could make you an instant millionaire. But before you start planning your early retirement, let's delve into the reality of the situation. While it's true that there are examples of the 1982 D penny that appear to have a copper-like appearance, the vast majority of these coins are simply altered or damaged in some way. They may have been exposed to environmental factors that cause the zinc to corrode, giving them a reddish hue that mimics copper. Unfortunately, this doesn't automatically translate to a fortune in your pocket. In reality, a true 1982 D copper penny is an extremely rare find. The odds of stumbling upon one in your loose change are about as slim as winning the lottery. The United States Mint has stated that no copper pennies were intentionally produced in 1982, making any genuine examples accidental strikes. And while there have been a few authenticated cases of these coins, they are highly sought after by collectors and can fetch a pretty penny at auction. So, just how much could a 1982 D copper penny be worth? Well, that's where things get a bit murky. The value of these coins can vary greatly depending on their condition, authenticity, and overall market demand. Some have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, while others have fetched only a couple hundred. It all comes down to finding the right buyer who is willing to pay a premium for a piece of numismatic history. Despite the allure of striking it rich with a rare 1982 D copper penny, it's important to approach these claims with a healthy dose of skepticism. The likelihood of stumbling upon one of these treasures in your spare change is slim to none. Instead of chasing after elusive dream coins, focus on building a diverse and valuable collection of more easily accessible numismatic treasures. In conclusion, while the allure of the 1982 D copper penny may seem like a ticket to instant wealth, the reality is far from glamorous. The odds of finding one of these rare coins are slim, and the potential payoff is highly variable. So, if you happen to come across a suspicious-looking penny in your pocket change, don't get your hopes up too high. And remember, true wealth comes from the enjoyment and appreciation of the hobby, not just the pursuit of a mythical fortune. 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Could this humble coin be the key to unlocking your fortune? Let's find out. Behold, the 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This unassuming little coin may look like just another piece of loose change, but don't be fooled by its appearance. Rumor has it that finding one of these rare gems could make you a millionaire overnight. But is it fact or just fiction? Let's take a closer look. Back in 1984, the United States Mint produced billions of Lincoln pennies, as they do every year. However, some of these coins were mistakenly minted without the usual P or D mint mark, which indicates where the coin was struck. These error coins were quickly discovered and removed from circulation, making them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Collectors all over the world have been on the hunt for the elusive 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, driving up its value to astronomical heights. Some have even reported seeing fistfights break out at coin shows over who gets to claim this prized possession. It's safe to say that this little coin has caused quite the stir in the numismatic community. Now, you may be thinking, can a single penny really make me a millionaire? Well, the short answer is maybe. The long answer is that while finding a 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark is incredibly rare, it's not a guaranteed ticket to riches. Sure, there are stories of people selling these coins for thousands of dollars, but those cases are few and far between. That it's kind of like playing a game of Monopoly. You might land on Boardwalk and hit the jackpot, or you might end up in jail. The same goes for finding a 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. You could strike it rich, or you could just end up with another forgotten coin in your pocket. So, proceed with caution and don't quit your day job just yet. There are plenty of myths floating around about the supposed wealth that can be unlocked by finding a 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. Some say that these coins are cursed, bringing bad luck to anyone who possesses them. Others claim that they hold mystical powers that can grant you eternal youth. But let's be real here. It's just a penny that if these coins really had magical properties, I'd have a whole collection of them by now. But sadly, all I've got is a jar full of loose change that's barely enough to buy a cup of coffee. So, while it's fun to dream of striking it rich with a rare coin find, it's important to keep your expectations in check. If you're feeling lucky and want to try your hand at finding a 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, there are a few tips that might increase your chances. First, check your loose change carefully. You never know what hidden treasures might be lurking in your pocket. Next, hit up your local coin shops or attend coin shows to see if anyone's willing to part with one of these rare coins. You can also try scouring old coin rolls from the bank or even searching through your grandparents' coin collections. Who knows? You might just stumble upon the jackpot of a lifetime. And if all else fails, there's always eBay, where you can buy just about anything, including rare coins like the 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. In conclusion, the 1984 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is a fascinating piece of numismatic history that has captured the imaginations of coin collectors everywhere. While the idea of striking it rich with a rare coin find is certainly enticing, it's important to approach this quest with a healthy dose of skepticism. After all, it's just a penny, albeit a very rare and valuable one. So, go forth and search for that elusive 1984 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, my fellow treasure hunters. Who knows, you might just be the next millionaire in the making, or you might just end up with a handful of loose change. Either way, happy hunting, and may the coins be ever in your favor.